What's up people and welcome to this video guys. So in this video guys I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks in the new survival mode, the battle royale in Mobile Legends. Okay, so I've been playing a few games right now and I noticed a lot of people are doing a lot of things is completely wrong, and a lot of people doesn't really seem to know how it works. I'm just gonna explain basically how it works and how to get a huge chance of winning like every single game. Okay, so first of all, here King is just gonna see me picking like Long because he was like the only fighter which I thought could potentially be really good in this. I mean, all the heroes have their benefits, but I really feel like heroes which like is a fighter or an assassin or like a marksman has a better opportunity in this game mode because you're able to take down monsters and stuff like that a lot faster. Okay, I mean, the first game I played a Dora to try to like make my team set up better because we didn't have a mage. Okay, but I don't really think that matters that much because like, I mean, the items which you get are just random. You can't really just gonna decide to build magic and stuff like that. So I mean the team setup isn't that important. I think you can go and run like 3 fighters to 3 mages, whatever. Okay, 3 mages is probably not that good, but you know, so I don't think it's that important. But either way, I'm playing Long right here and we're gonna drop. I have noticed a few places being a bit better than others. I mean, like River Altar is pretty good because there's a lot of different like monster stairs and a few chests, but we have the dragon coming here from the bottom lane, so we're just gonna drop here, and thankfully my teammates are dropping together. Okay, so that's the first problem. Like, that's the major thing you have to do. You wanna go and drop with your teammates and always stick with your teammates. Okay, that's a lot of things which people are doing wrong. They're just running around solo, which is never gonna work. Like, imagine you're running solo against like a 3-man squad. You're not gonna win that. Okay, you don't really stand a chance. Okay, and if you're running with your teammates, even if you get if the enemy kills you, they will be able to resurrect you. Okay, so like always run with your team. That's like the biggest thing. Like that's the biggest tip I can go to give you. Okay, and just try to farm as much as possible, but running with your team will make you win like as many games as you can. Okay, because running solo is not that good of an idea, and this is a really good example of that because my teams at one point starts running solo. Look at that. I should have read what that lightning thing was. I didn't though, so I don't really know what I was. It looked very cool, but I have the hook thing, which is basically Franco's hook, which is really good. And also that's a good skill if you, for example, see an enemy squad with 3 enemies and you can just hook one of them and kill that person first, and then just take down the rest of them. I'm playing on advanced server, so I'm lagging quite a lot, so you will not want to see some kind of epic plays right here. So another tip I will give you is go ahead and just pick up the items which fall on the ground. Okay, it's even though if it's not really good for your hero, it's worth picking it up. So here you can see we find an enemy team. So first of all, we use fighting 2 against 2 because the Reaper is just standing there for some reason. She decides to come in right here, so I actually backed out for a second to just go ahead and make sure she got a bit closer. Now when I know we're 3 versus 2, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna dive in here. Even if I die, hopefully my teammates will go to revive me. So we get the first kill right there on Bruno, who dropped that item, which is perfect for me. Okay, get some more attack speed. So I'm gonna keep chasing right here. I'm not really afraid of Cyclops right here because I know my teammates is probably gonna resurrect me. So I'm just gonna die for him so we can go and get the kill. He's gonna be able to kill me, okay? But I kinda knew that he was, okay? And I hope that my teammates will be able to kill him, which they do. And then you're gonna see Cyclops running here and resurrecting. A lot of people kind of don't even know that you can resurrect, which you can. The only thing you do is just run over the body and you click resurrect. I'm actually going to show this later in the game when a lethal dies. I was trying to say thank you here, but apparently there was no thank you button, so screw that. Okay, and so you can see the build is obviously not that good, but just pick up the items which you find. Okay, it will help a lot. Even though if like it's not items which doesn't really work for you, maybe it's some kind of a mage item, but you get some mana maybe or some cooldown, whatever, it's always great to pick it up. So and like when you're waiting for enemies, waiting for something to happen, just go ahead and kill monsters. Okay, try to get some better loot, or if you're not fully stacked, just get that, and you're also gonna get some HP from them. So don't be afraid to attack them, and don't really be afraid of using your abilities on the monsters because you're gonna get a lot of mana and stuff like that back either way, so it's fine. Okay, just gonna kill them as fast as possible. Okay, so there you can see I'm fully builded right now. Well, I'm not fully builded, obviously not, but I have max items, which is great. But you have probably noticed that the refill in my team haven't really picked up something. Okay, and you gotta remember to do that. Okay, because if you don't pick up anything, you will hero will not be that good, okay? So, and use attack like every like monster which you run up to, especially if you're like a fighter or someone that can kill monsters fast, just kill them, okay? And if you see a chest, take that chest, because chest is like the best thing you can find in this game, because it's the best items. So here you can see the enemy team kill the Rethel right here. So I like walked close to Cyclops in case if they were gonna attack me. I waited a few seconds and saw that they didn't run down to me. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can go and run up and try to resurrect a Rethel, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And here you can see a good example on just how to resurrect someone. Just run over them, and then you will see a resurrect button. You click that, and you will be able to resurrect your teammate, which is great. You can go and see me resurrecting a Rethel and playing with like 3 friends like that. It like you will, I would guess that you will almost always win as long as you run together, okay? And just teamwork, okay? Running solo will never win this, okay? Because it is a game mode for 3 people, so you want to stick with your 3 friends which you have in the game right here, okay? So now we don't have any enemies close or anything like that. Maybe we do, we don't really know. But so the thing you do is just keep farming, okay? That's basically how this works. You just try to get as good items as possible before you run up into a fight. You can see in the top right corner that I have like 2 kills or 2 assists, something like that, don't really know. But you can also gonna see that we have 10 enemies left in the game, minus our own team, which is 3. So there's 7 more people in the game, meaning that maybe like 2 of them is 2 full teams, and then there's 1 solo, and that guy won't really have a big chance of winning unless he makes a really good play and attacks like the last team just right after they've been in a fight, something like that. That's like the only chance like that you have, okay, if you're solo versus a full team or something like that. And there in the background, maybe you heard Lord spawn, and going for Lord as a team is probably pretty good because he actually drops a lot of good things, okay? But your teammates kind of have to know what like Lord does. You have to have teammates which kind of know what they're doing, and you will soon gonna see that the Rethel in my team will just randomly run away, and me and Cyclops has to start chasing her because you want to run in a team, even though the player in your team is really bad, as a Rethel here isn't good at all, okay? She's not picking up any items, she's standing there, attacks random monsters, has no clue whatsoever what she's doing, okay? But even if it is like that, the player is really bad, it's still worth having that teammate with you, because maybe she can't gonna deal so much damage to the enemies, but she will at least distract the enemies for a few seconds. So here we can go see, if you take a look at the map, that the Rethel is just randomly running away, and here you actually have a chest. Look at that, and from chest you actually get a lot of good stuff, most likely, okay? So here you can see I got minions plot, which I think is like you stun the enemies for a few seconds, so that's why I picked it up, because I don't really know what the other one does, which I probably should do, but I don't, okay? So now I decided to just try to catch up to Rethel, because I'm like, why are you running? At least Cyclops kind of like feels like he knows what he's doing, so he's just running behind me, so I'm like, that's great. He will even ping gather right here, as you're gonna see, and I will also gonna do that to try to make a Rethel come to us. And for a second there I thought he wanted to go for Lord, but he stayed here attacking, and I can go to see that the Rethel is running towards us, so that is great. So here we will actually see the last battle in the game. I saw that the enemies took down Lord right here, and soon I will be able to hear that the enemies are fighting. And I'm waiting for Cyclops and Rethel to get a bit closer. He said in a minute right here, but I'm just gonna jump in right here because I know that enemies are fighting. I'm gonna jump in right here, be able to deal a lot of damage to the enemies. I'm basically 1 versus 4 right here, but there are also different teams. I'm gonna pick up a kill right there on the Rethel, waiting for my teammates to get a bit closer. We can see Rethel coming in here from the side, and I'm basically full builds. I just decided to jump in right here. This is a perfect opportunity. I'm going to jump right there, pick up a kill on Layla. I saw that Harley had like no HP at all. Gonna swing him and gonna go for the win. Easy as that, okay? Go with your team and you will win, and try to get as many good items as possible, and you will just win. I recommend playing fighters, assassins, or marksmen. I don't really think that mages are that good, unless you're playing with friends and you have a good team conversation, you know? But guys, that was all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I'll see you next video, guys. But as always, thank you for watching. Do you want to get diamonds in Mobile Legends without paying anything? Well, perfect, I have an option for you. Down in the description I have an app which will do just that, give you free diamonds, and there is also a full tutorial how this app works and how it will gonna get you free diamonds. And if you don't have a mobile grip just yet, there's a link down in the description where you can go and buy a mobile grip and get 10% off, okay? Remember to use the code BluePanda or click the link. And this will also go and help out the channel a bit. So thank you for supporting the channel.
We'll kiss the sky.